Hello YouTube, it is Ian, and welcome back to Homestuck Epilogues. The Homestuck Epilogues, and we are on episode 6, aka Epilogue 5, page 22, and I am joined by...
100 Gex Hater 47.
Okay, listen, 100 Gex are Pog, okay?
I disagree with every fiber of my being.
They're fantastic.
They're literally meant as... They're literally internet trolls, like, making music.
I love that.
I hate that.
That's amazing.
I disagree.
Well, I was vibing to Yak and Money Machine in my car earlier, so like, Yeah,
but your taste is awful. You also unironically blast fucking ICP in your car.
Look, I love everything. Okay.
Jesus Christ, I love everything. Said no one ever.
I just said that, Jay.
Well, exactly. You don't count as a person, Mr. Silwick.
I see. You're discriminating against me. I see.
I'm Iron.
I see how it is. Yep.
Everyone named Iron is a fucking bitch.
I see. This is the shit I have to put up with, guys. I'm in an abusive relationship. Help me.
Like, abusive? Hello? Homie, what?
Look, he's gaslighting me. Come on. Help me, please.
What the fuck are you doing? I'm so confused.
He's at a loss, guys. He doesn't know how to respond to that because he knows it's true.
I disagree.
Jesus, guys. Anyways, what happened last time, Jay? Do you remember it all?
Callie, but Alt Callie is back
Callie.
in Jade's old body.
In Jade's younger body from an alternate timeline.
Old body.
Younger.
Yeah, well, I mean, old the one that she used to have, but now she's older, so it's different.
16-year-old body from an alternate timeline.
I remember when I was 16, and that was a long time ago.
I know, so long ago.
I saw this tweet the other day, and it was just like me whenever I was it was like me whenever I was 17 compared to now, and then I just like replied, and I was like, yeah, me being 17, that was a long ass time ago, man. I'm so different now, and it's just
That sounds about right. But yeah, anyway, so mostly like this other version of Jade just kind of crashed into like the place they were at, and then it was like, oh my god, we're gonna have a funeral, and then
at the funeral a bunch of shit happens. Gamzee has his little rant that he goes on where
Jane is officially racist.
It's true.
So yeah. Anyways, looks like John is talking to Terezi now, which is exciting. You ready?
True. Yeah.
Hey John, time for your regular checkup.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey. Pretty tepid reception from a guy who has in the past begged desperately for even a scrap of my attention.
I'm glad to hear from you. It's just, I don't know, a lot's happened recently. I'm sort of numb from all of it.
So tell me about it.
What, are you my therapist now?
No, I'm just a simple girl who loves the taste of your suffering. I'm so hungry out here alone in paradox space, John. Please nourish me with your pathetic midlife ennui.
I'm not midlife ennui. It's not midlife ennui. I'm not even 30 yet. Come on. Also, I'm married, so yeah.
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
Never mind. So what's up with you?
Oh, same old, same old. What are you doing right now?
Yeah, because usually whenever you're married, you don't do the whole midlife crisis thing. Because usually you have to be single and you're just like, what am I doing with my life? I'm 50 and I'm still single. What the fuck? Usually that means you're a piece of shit and no one likes you.
Jesus. Or you've decided that you don't want to be in a relationship. Which
you're a piece of shit and no one likes you.
A fair amount of people in the world who
you're just a piece of shit and no one likes you.
Jesus, Jay.
I just like...
You're ostracizing like 80% of all aromantic people.
Well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Jesus.
As a person who is romantically involved, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm at Harry Anderson's birthday party.
Jay is turning more into a bigot every day.
A bigot? What? What? Homie, that's not how being a bigot works.
What, really?
I don't think so. Bigot's like being against trans people, right? I don't know what bigot means.
Okay, Google. What's the definition of bigot?
Bigot is used as a noun to mean a person who is obstinately or unreasonably attached to a belief, opinion, or faction, especially one who is prejudiced against or antagonistic toward a person or people on the basis of their membership of a particular group, similarly to dogmatist and partisan. Do you want to hear bigot used in a sentence?
No.
Yes.
Okay, Jay?
Am I a bigot? I might be a bigot. This might be an issue. Uh-oh. Folks, I think this may be the end for me. I didn't even know what that word meant until just now. I think I got issues.
Oh
Mary
God.
Jane, be my lawyer. Tell them tell them that I'm not a bigot and I'm a good person, please. Mary Jane, please. She's just staring at me like you've dug your own grave. F's in chat, I guess.
Guys.
Also,
Oh my
Harry
God,
Anderson's birthday party. You know what that means.
Yeah.
Harry is probably 1. Or maybe...
Oh yeah. I also, while editing, I noticed something last time that we just completely glossed over. Where it was in the last chapter when they were talking, and it was about Dirk, right?
Yeah?
I can't find the sentence exactly, but Dave said something about Dirk's death being over a year ago.
Yeah, exactly. It took them a year to have it. Oh, shit.
Meaning
So...
that
The time that this is fucking wild.
Yeah, it was a year between Epilogue 3 and 4. So now it's been a year since 4, I think.
That's whack as fuck.
Yeah. A little bit, yep. Okay, where were you?
I said, oh, I'm at
Oh,
Harry Anderson's birthday party.
Sounds important. Maybe I should let you go then.
No, I mean, it's fine. I can talk for a bit. Ah, my
And me-
ukulele.
And leave Harry Henderson hanging? Wow, Egbert. You'd think an elderly man like you would know more about decorum than me, a rowdy youth.
Harry Anderson is basically just a baby who doesn't understand anything. Yeah, he's pretty much 1, I'm assuming. A baby, kind of like you!
The baby is you!
No.
So who's Harry Anderson?
Oh, that's me and Roxy's son.
Oh, cool. He got born.
Yeah, Terezi, he got born like 3 years ago.
Oh!
Oh!
I see.
So it's been 3 years since she went into labor at that fucking funeral.
I would like a timeline here.
Yeah. Yeah, WoW was
great.
right. Where the hell have you been?
Lost.
Lost how? Like literally physically lost or metaphorically lost?
Both, I guess.
Terezi.
Oh no! Don't you dare use pitying ellipses at me, John Egbert.
Sorry, it's kind of hard not to when every time you go, I have no idea if I'll ever talk to you again.
Okay, you're obviously not in a place to talk right now. I didn't contact you because I wanted to deal with your weepy separation anxiety. How about I make this easy for you and just log off?
No, please don't. I'm sorry for being all human and weepy. I'm actually in a pretty okay place for once, I think.
Calm down, I wasn't finished. Listen, I'll text you back in 5 minutes. That'll give you some time to emotionally process the harrowing experience of actually hearing from me again.
Oh my god, you promise me it'll only be 5 minutes?
Why?
Wait, you know that like 5 minutes for her is like...
Yep.
It's like probably going to be a couple weeks or something like that. Because I worry about you. I just want you to leave me hanging. I just don't want you to leave me hanging for another year, making me wonder if you're dead, please.
Fine. I hereby solemnly swear upon the book of dumb, needy losers that I will text you in exactly 5 minutes.
Woo, thank you.
Nice. Okay, it's 5 minutes later. Don't tell me another 2 sweeps have passed.
Nah, just a couple of weeks. Oh boy, what a couple of weeks, though. You would not believe what's happening right now.
God damn it.
Dude, so how fucking fast is this fucking timeline going?
Yeah.
Homie,
yeah,
like,
pretty
every
fast.
time we come back, it's just another, like, fucking couple years have passed. I
guess maybe that's because it's Candy, and maybe Candy is, like, because it's not, like, the where he goes and actually
I
does
want to know
language,
how
you know?
I want to know if meat's like structured differently.
Yeah, I do too, because I feel like if this is Candy, like, and it's just like the timeline where they stay behind and all that, then it might just be a whole bunch of, living out their lives, and maybe something happens way later down the line that relates to Meat, but I could see that being a reason for the time skipping.
Mm-hmm.
Have I ever not believed what was happening when you said I wouldn't?
Oh, there it is. No, but to be fair, this one is especially wild. Here, wait. Let me take a picture.
Ghost.train.jpg.
.jpg.
What the actual fuck?
Started a few days ago. The sky above the capital of the Troll Kingdom just cracked open and ghosts began raining down everywhere. Actually, now that I think about it, I guess it started 3 years ago when a dead teen version of Jade fell from the sky and crashed into the ground during a picnic.
Yeah? Huh.
That only affected our group, though. This whole thing with the troll ghost has been a huge international incident. The political situation surrounding trolls was already tense enough without adding a gigantic population of immigrant ghost trolls to the mix.
Wait, what happened?
Well, because of what we know about Alternian history, the government decided it was probably a bad idea to let trolls reproduce freely, especially considering how different our planet is from Alternia. What does that mean?
Okay. I suppose that makes sense. Without state-sanctioned culling, the troll populations would quickly dominate the planet, and Earthsea doesn't strike me as the sort of place that would take kindly to a lot of culling.
Yeah, that was part of the government's official argument. It's either this or culling. But it didn't stop there. Also, a bunch of laws have been passed that restrict the kind of jobs that trolls can have. Like,
okay, that's worse.
They're not allowed to serve in the government or rise past a certain rank in the military. They can't even be judges. I know, it's pretty bad here.
Considering the goal is to limit the spread and influence of trolls, this all seems like quite an Alternian solution.
Well, Jane is sort of a key political player. Oh, fuck.
This sucks.
Oh, fuck. Player now? She's not in the government exactly, but she has so much money she may as well be the government. Her company can do basically whatever it wants, and it seems more and more like what it wants.
So Jane is Donald Trump.
Are saying exactly what it wants them. Oh no, Jane's Donald Trump. No. Trump, no. This is fucked.
Yeah.
I keep thinking Mary Jane's whining, but it's just your door.
I always suspected she'd been swayed by the Condis more than she ever let on.
Yeah, I guess she was, although, I don't know, for some reason it doesn't feel right to me. I knew a grown-up version of Jane. She was my Nana. Never met her until she came back as a sprite, but she just seemed like a kind of kindly old grandma who liked to play pranks, not a...
Genocide fan?
Not even close. I just can't believe how fast everything deteriorated.
Don't tell me everyone's just taking this lying down.
Of course not. Kanaya and Rose are both heavily involved in grassroots activism right now. Grassroots? What's grassroots mean?
Oh God, what's the best way to word it? Like, grassroots organizations are from... Here, I'm just gonna look it up. It'll be easier. Just like... Okay, not... A grassroots movement is one that uses people in a given district, region, or community as the basis for a political or economic movement. Yeah, so it's just a collective action thing from a local level. So it's just like from the people upwards, with a bunch of people.
Interesting.
I don't know. It's hard to... Yeah, sure.
Interesting.
I've learned that word from context more than a definition.
I don't know. Grassroots is kind of weird. Fuck. I remember reading Grassroots, and that's all I remember. Where did it go? There, and Karkat, he's completely off the grid. First, we all assumed that the reason he ran away was because he got fed up with his shitty poly relationship, which was probably part of it, honestly. But now I keep seeing his face on all the resistance posters. I think they may have actually put him in charge.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's doing what he was supposed to do.
He's becoming the sufferer.
He's doing what he was supposed to do.
Yeah. I suppose he's not actually the sufferer, because the sufferer was Cankry, but,
But, he's becoming his own version of the sufferer, kind of.
Yeah. I always knew he had it in him.
Yeah, Dave's heartbroken, though.
Why doesn't Dave just go and join him, then?
I don't know. He worries about Jade, I guess?
Jade would be fine. She's the most resilient out of all of you.
You know how Dave is.
Yeah, loyal to a fault.
Yeah, oh my god, holy shit, hang on. I gotta take another picture. PBNJ.jpg.
What the fuck is this? Don't type your laughs at me after tricking me into looking at this abomination.
Thought you might find it interesting.
Why would I ever want to see Gamzee making out with Tavros again?
Again? Uh-oh. That...
What?
Oh, no.
Wait.
It's because the ghosts all came back. The ghosts falling out of the sky, I'm assuming one was Tavros.
Disgusting in public and everything.
Oh, it's always in public. This is how Gamzee helps people have their redemption arcs.
By making out with them?
Well, not always. Sometimes he has them make out with each other. Usually he just feeds them milk out of that stupid baby bottle he keeps with him all the time. I think it's supposed to be like some completely idiotic form of baptism he made up. Anyway, speaking of Tavros, what do you think about the morality of kidnapping someone if they're really unhappy and possibly also being abused?
What?
Okay, so like if you kidnap someone and the situation you're kidnapping them into is way better than the one you kidnapped them out of, that's not morally wrong, right?
John, are you trying to get me all flustered with some highly illegal sweet talk?
No. Are you flustered?
I might be if I thought you could actually break the law.
Hey, I could totally do it.
I'll believe it when I smell it.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna do it then.
Sure.
I'm totally gonna do it. Next time we talk, it'll be me telling you all about my successful and highly illegal kidnapping venture.
Whatever you say. Anyway, nice huddle, Egbert, but I have to go.
Wait!
What?
You're going already? You barely said anything. You just listened to me ramble on about Earthsea's problems.
Isn't that how these conversations usually go?
Yeah, I guess it is. But it doesn't have to be like that, you know? So what's going on with you?
Did it occur to you that maybe the reason I call you is because I want a brief reprieve from what's on with me?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I just don't want you to feel like you're like my psychiatrist or whatever.
Aw, that's cute. Don't worry about me, John. If you were bugging me, I just stopped texting.
Well, cool. If I'm not bugging you, then can I ask a favor?
It's certainly within your power to ask me a favor. I can't promise to fulfill it.
Now I feel even dumber for what I'm about to ask. I don't know if I even want to do it now.
Out with it, Egbert.
Fine,
I'll do it. Whatever it is, just so you cease this maddening nerd boy insecurity.
Okay. Can you take a selfie?
What?
And send it to me? Oh my god, I sound so creepy right now. Hey, don't laugh. Look, it's just that after all the talking we've done over the years, you're pretty important to me, Terezi. And with everything getting so weird, I've been getting scared lately. So in case things go shit over here, things go to shit wherever you are, I just want to make sure I have something to remember you by.
Oh.
So will you do it?
Terezi doesn't answer, which is what John was expecting. He frowns and pockets his phone, blinking at the sudden brightness above him. The sky is ripped open in a dozen places, spilling ghosts and razor shards of unreality. John shields his face against the neon glare and scans the park for his family. Roxy and Calliope usually come listen to Gamzee preach, and John's long since grown tired of trying to talk them out of it. The best he can do at this point is tag along to make sure that young Harry Anderson isn't hearing all this utter nonsense without the tempering influence of his skeptical father. It's the responsible adult thing to do. Well, it would be the responsible adult thing to do if John were actually doing it. Instead, he just spent the last 10 minutes surreptitiously texting Terezi under the hem of a suit jacket. Now he's lost track of his wife, his son, and his wife's sort of ex-girlfriend in the enraptured throng of all these brainless clown worshippers. The crowd is mostly ghosts, but there's a substantial number of Carapacian and human citizens out here tonight as well, straining to get a good look at the newly redeemed acolytes. John's eye wanders towards the center of the crowd's focus. Looks like a conversation is taking place right now.
Now we welcome into the dope arms of Mother Redemption, this lowly penitent who's all kinds of sorry about his past deeds.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm very redeemed. Are you sure? Pfeff, you don't believe me? What do I fucking do? Crawl on the fucking ground at your feet? Snorting and snuffling at your shoes like a mushroom-sniffing pork fiend? Sizing up those covetous, sweaty delicacies stuffed within like a couple of premium shrimp loaves garnished with 10 exquisite pygmy soiree wieners? I'm warm, Pfeff. I'm the lowest of the worst. Okay, if that's really how you feel, I guess I could accept your apology.
Nice.
I fucking love doing Gamzee's voice so much. Gamzee's voice is the funnest thing in the entire world.
Nice. Now this is what I'm talking about. All this forgiveness and shit up in the motherfucking house. After all, what's a little murder between Moirails?
I guess that's true. It happens to be the best of us. What happens to the best of us?
You are both so close to the redemption now. First a little righteous splash of the nana nectar to cleanse that dankness from your souls.
Oh, fuck.
This isn't good.
He's feeding everyone Jane's fucking milk.
Oh, fuck.
Nana nectar.
Nana nectar.
Jay, this is horrible.
No shit, Sherlock.
Oh, I love it. Great. Fantastic. Where were we?
Gamzee takes out a bottle.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. That's where we are. It's on a page break, and those always confuse me on these physical books. Gamzee takes out a baby bottle and flicks it, covering them both with little drops of milk, as clergy does with holy water. He then takes a swig from the bottle himself before returning it to his codpiece.
Now, kiss my motherfuckers.
Finally, pucker up, Pfeff, and plant one on me. You got it. It's the rules.
The motherfucker's right. It'll be fucking critical to both your redemption to kiss and make up. Hack.
If it's for redemption, then very well. Oh, fuck yeah. Rub-a-dub-dub, come give me a glub.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck. John makes a disgusted face as Gamzee grabs the two trolls by a horn each and mashes their faces together. One of them looks extremely into it, the other not so much. John would have been transfixed by the spectacle for longer if his phone didn't start buzzing in his pocket again. He fumbles it out of his coat and checks. Here, .jpg. He looks around and presses accept, embarrassed to realize how fast his heart is beating. Before he can look at the photo, a familiar voice breaks through the din of the crowd.
Wait, so who's gonna be who here?
You can be Roxy.
Yo, John, over here, hun.
John puts his phone away quickly. Roxy's holding Harry Anderson up on her shoulder. John can see his son's face, grinning and bright-eyed, bobbing above the crowd. He returns with a smile and starts to make his way towards his wife. Just then, a dark shadow passes over the park. The crowd falls silent as they raise their heads to watch a drone ship pass by overhead. Its design is insect-like, splitting into many jagged branches, each decked out with weapons and cameras. It's completely silent and encased in armor with a bright red finish. Smooth and seamless. It's often cited by Jane as the crown jewel of Crocker Corp's various military contracts with the government. John reunites with his family and takes Harry Anderson from Roxy. The toddler buries his face in John's chest to escape the horrible sight crawling across the sky above them. Calliope clasps her hands together and stares at the ship with a terse expression. It's getting less and less unusual to see those in the Troll Kingdom, isn't it? You can be John and Roxy.
Yeah, I can't help but think the government's getting ready for something big. Lamau, you worry too much. Janie's got her head on straight. Show you yet. Let's not talk about this right now. Yeah, you're right. It's getting late anyway. We should head home. See you next week, Callie?
Oh, yes. Always, Roxy.
Callie's heart's probably broken.
I'm still really curious what's going on with Callie. I'm assuming that's expanded more upon in Meat or, like, way later in Candy. But, like...
I just want to know how she feels about this.
Yeah, because, like, we can directly quote Homestuck from her saying that cherubs can't feel red romance as much as they want to.
True.
They only have black romance. Like, I remember her saying that.
I don't know. I guess
But
it's something that could be explored later.
Yeah. That night, after he and Roxy put Harry Anderson to bed, and Roxy retires to their room for the evening, John goes to his office and prints out the picture of Terezi. He doesn't have a nice photo paper to put it on, so it comes out too dark with the colors all smeared. He scrubs the printer history settings when he's finished. When his anxiety is assuaged, he flops down in the spinny chair at the center of the room and studies the picture. Terezi doesn't look that much different from how he remembers her. A little more worn, maybe, thinner and older and more tired. But it's her. She's smiling and holding up her hand in a cheeky wave that suggests neither a greeting or a farewell. The light from the phone screen is reflected in her glasses. John can't see her eyes. He folds the picture into quarters and slips it into his wallet, behind Harry Anderson's baby photo. Then he turns off the light and goes to bed.
Aww.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Who do we have here? We got a lot of people.
Oh, God.
Harry
Anderson
Anderson's
and
going
Thomas
to
can
talk. Oh, my God. This is a lot. Oh, my God. It's nothing but dialogue. What the fuck are we going to do here?
I love it. Okay. So we start by saying... Wait. So who's reading the page?
I see a lot of people. And I can't tell who's who. Dave talks a lot. So does John. So it depends on who's John and I mean.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Would you rather be a narrative person?
I think I like being narrative person.
Well, then I'll let you be narrative person, and we'll figure out who's who from there.
Okay. Then do you want me to take John, or do you want to take John?
I don't care either way.
Okay, just take both Roxy and John for now, and we can switch it up if we need to.
All right, fair enough. Honey, you ready to go? Yeah, sweetheart. Give me a second.
John finishes fixing his tie in the bedroom mirror, taking a moment to check the hallway door in the reflection. Roxy hasn't come looking for him, which is good because he's still got a few things to repair, and he'd rather she didn't see the items he's about to pull out of their closet. He hasn't told his wife what he's planning because he doesn't want to be talked out of it.
Planning.
It's a little concerning. Typically, he rankles at the prospect of spending time with Jane and her family, so Roxy was surprised when he agreed to hold Harry Anderson's 5th birthday party. Oh my God, 5th? This is 2 years after the last chapter. Jesus Christ, man.
I hate the time jumps here.
I love it.
It just
okay. Let me rephrase that. I don't necessarily love it. I feel like I will love it retroactively if it ends well.
It just feels rushed. But then again, it's not meant to be a long period of time.
I think that might be the point for Candy. I just feel like if the ending for Candy it wraps it up, then I'm okay with the time skips.
Mm-hmm.
But I could also see it ending unsatisfyingly, which would kind of make me upset about the time skips.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But for now, I'm vibing with it.
Okay.
Where was I? Hold Harry Anderson's 5th birthday party at Jane's mansion, but she didn't question him about it. In fact, all she did was tip her head at him and blink a few times, her long eyelashes catching the light, making her eyes look like mirrors. It was disconcerting for reasons that he couldn't put his finger on. It's not like Roxy had ever been argumentative, exactly. He just seems to remember someone from his youth who was somewhat more contrarian in spirit than this person that he's married to now. Back when they were dating, John thought she was acting a little off. Not quite in a bad way, but perhaps a little too in love too fast. At least she still seemed like herself most of the time, but since the wedding, every year that goes by, she seems to become just a little more conciliatory. Not just towards him, but towards life in general. She indulges Harry Anderson liberally and almost thoughtlessly. She doesn't care that her best friend is slowly turning into an executive overseeing the corporate arm of the puppet ass of a ruthless dictatorship. She still thinks Gamzee is being sincere about all this redemption bullshit, even though he's been casting an increasingly dark and hungry shadow behind Jane, a malicious royal vizier to her burgeoning imperial persona.
That was pronounced Visher. I don't know. Keep going.
I might be wrong too, but I have not heard Visher before. Quite guilty way because he loves his wife. Wait, John's been frustrated with it in a quietly guilty way because he loves his wife, and even more than that, he loves their son. When he doesn't think too hard about all that stuff, it seems perfect. But sometimes John can't help but lie awake at night, staring at the dark ceiling until he loses the grip on his perfect life entirely. He starts to fear that if he closes his eyes, he might reopen to discover that it was all an illusion. Harry Anderson, Earthseed, or English's alleged defeat, or maybe stretching even further back than that, the trolls, the game, everything important and exciting that's ever happened to him. Was it all a lie? Like some big prank? No, at least some of it had to be real. Dave, Jade, and Rose are real. Their friendship is real. At least it used to feel that way. He needs to believe it still is. And what about Terezi? She's real, too. And John's got that picture to prove it. Burning a hole in his wallet. Yet he keeps it there. because at least that feels like something. It's the same feeling that makes him do subtle things to push against his wife's placid demeanor. He never quite tries to start a fight, but at this point he wouldn't mind having one either. At least it might help reassure him that she's real too. If she doesn't get upset after what he's about to pull today, then John doesn't know what he'll do. He goes to the closet and unhinges the bottom of the drawer where he keeps all of his identical blue ties. In a secret compartment are some tools. Graphene wire, a multi-tool screwdriver, molding plaster. John's so focused on finding places in his coat to hide all the things that he doesn't hear the footsteps behind him. Holy shit.
Harry Anderson.
Holy shit, Jay. So, like, John's planning something, which is a little scary. I wonder if it's the kidnapping thing that you talked to Terezi about 2 years ago, or if it's something unrelated.
Well, I don't know what he was talking about whenever he said the whole kidnapping thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It was very vague.
Yeah, which is why maybe it was something that he'd thought about, and then like now he's doing it or something. Also, the whole thing with Roxy is really sad, because it's like John just wants Roxy to have an opinion.
Yeah. And
Roxy just goes along with things, which is kind of frustrating to him.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's like told Roxy that he felt that way, but I don't know.
Probably not.
Okay, I'll be Harry Anderson since you were John.
Sure.
Dad, what are you doing? John spins around, startled. It's just his kid, though already looking uncomfortable in his tweed jacket and knee socks. John kicks the closet door closed. He already has everything he needs anyway.
Just getting your gifts, Harry Anderson. It's your birthday, after all.
But I already opened all the gifts from you and Mom. Dad, are you telling a fib?
John
ruffles his son's hair and shoots him one of his patented Egbertian winks. He decides then and there that a good father wouldn't need to keep any secrets from his son. No, a good dad will always let his son in on the joke, no matter how much trouble he might be about to get himself in.
Harry Anderson, don't tell your mother, but we're getting a new addition to the family today.
Yep, it's kidnapping.
Oh, fuck.
It's kidnapping, and I think they're kidnapping little Tavros.
Why?
Because
oh yeah, that is a bit of an unhealthy thing, isn't it?
He's been raised at Gamzee, Jane, and Jake's place. And they're going to Jane's mansion, which is what he suggested.
Yeah.
And Roxy was like, sure, whatever. I see. It's little Tavros Crocker who opens the door to Jane's opulent mansion. He's still so short that he has to stand up on his toes to reach the knob. He stares up at his visitors with a serious expression, the prescription on his spectacles distorting the size of his pupils so they look like big, wet, depressing sinkholes.
Aww.
John's heart wrenches at the sight of him. He's so young, but he always looks so somber and sad. Aww.
Aww.
Okay, then we got Dave stuff, so I guess I'll be Tavros too.
Sure.
Oh, hello, folks. You're a mite early, don't you think?
It's hello, actually.
Hello, folks. You're a mite early, don't you think?
Yeah, but like baby version.
Oh, hello, folks. You're mite early, don't you think? I'm so bad at that.
That sounded really bad.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh,
actually.
hello, folks. You're a mite early, don't you think?
I don't fucking know. I guess we'll just run with the original voice
Yep.
you had. It was better than what we have now.
Dave and Jade materialize behind everyone. He in a pressed red suit, she in the glittering space dress. They're both holding gifts wrapped in spare printer paper. Dave adjusts his sunglasses and smirks at Harry Anderson.
You're exactly 30 seconds and like 68 nanoseconds early. Do you want me? Okay, I'll just be Roxy. Oh, F off, Dave. You're getting even cornier than John. You're not even a dad. I don't know. My guy Harry over there seems to be enjoying my material.
It's like you're a living atomic clock.
Man, I love this kid. What kind of 5-year-old is into atomic clocks? Damn, every time I see him, I just want to pinch his cheeks and tell him about what things were like when I was his age and shit.
If you like kids so much, Dave, then why don't you just buy one?
Jade, I know what you think you were doing there was like smoothly inserting the idea of us one day adopting kids into the conversation. What you actually just described is literal slavery, which is both illegal and bad. God, I love the fact that Dave's still fucking Dave. I miss it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Maybe you're the one who's illegal and bad. Ever think of that?
Nope, never once crossed my mind. Anyway, Roxy, you heard the lady. Can we buy your kid? No, he's not for sale.
Do you all want to come in or not? Tavros has been waiting patiently for the adults to finish talking the whole time, like he always does. He leads everyone inside with stoic countenance, more befitting of a footman than the firstborn son of the planet's wealthiest family.
So, where's your mom and dad?
They are still in auspicious counseling.
Oh, no.
With Uncle Gamzee.
Aww.
Oh, woof.
Wolf is right.
Hey, Tavros, is Vriska here?
Unfortunately, Harry Anderson, Rose and Kanaya aren't on speaking terms with your Aunt Jane and Uncle Jake anymore.
Why not?
Oh, no.
Roxy sighs loudly through her nose. She hates talking about this shit.
Because of the political situation.
What's a political situation? Mother has been advising the human government that they should do their best to exclude trolls from the seats of power in all branches of public service, and Aunts Rose and Kanaya don't like it because some of the legislation in the works could delegitimize their marriage.
Oh, no!
I have no idea what any of that means. The adults exchange confused looks. It's more than a little jarring that this 5-year-old kid seems so well educated in the intricacies of xenophobic political policy. But then again, this is Jane's son, they remind themselves. Anyway, why would you want Vriska to be here? Why ruin a nice birthday party? Duh, 'cause she's super fun. She's not fun, she's mean. Yeah, to you, 'cause you're a wuss.
Harry Anderson Egbert. Don't call other kids wusses. Hey, what's even wrong with being a wuss? Harry, my dude, you need to unplug from toxic masculinity.
From what?
What have you been teaching this kid? Dave, sometimes I really can't believe this is the adult you've chose to become. It's actually great, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so.
Aww. Dave ruffles Harry Anderson's hair. It's nice that Dave is so woke and great with kids, but that really does invite the question of why he and Jade don't have any yet. There's still something sad and wistful about Dave at the moment, as he pointedly avoids letting Jade take his hand while they're led into the game room. Jade and Dave still laugh and trade barbs with each other like old friends, but there's something disconcertingly sterile about it. John can't help but think about the last time they were all together like this in Jane's mansion and the look on Karkat's face when he stormed out of the foyer. Everyone settles down in the game room except Tavros, who stands by the door with his arms folded behind his back as if waiting to be ordered around. Harry Anderson is opening his gifts from Jade and Dave when a door upstairs slams open so hard it rattles all the crystal glasses arranged on a nearby table. Jay!
Oh,
Tavros, fucking Tavros,
Poor
man.
Tavros has been... Yeah, I do agree. This bitch needs to get kidnapped.
Yeah, John, let's kidnap Tavros. Let's do it.
Yeah, good
I'm
shit.
down.
Good shit, John. Good shit.
You are such an unbelievable dunce, Jake English. I can't believe that I worked so hard and have to come home to your feckless tomfoolery every day. My goodness, what gives you the right to talk to me that way? Jake's side of the conversation is too far away to hear, but Gamzee's unmistakable mush-mouthed voice floats down the hallway between the sharp edges of Jane's shriek. And you're not even proficient in bed anymore. Jesus Christ. What is even the point of you if...
Hey, got me tips, baby.
Silence, clown! Tavros stares at his feet,
no.
wearing a strained expression. It's fine. My parents are Kismeses after all.
Aww.
Jane storms downstairs. Her guests are completely silent as the sound of her heels echo down the halls. She steps into the room, her face still twisted in rage and disgust. The moment her eyes fall over her gathered friends, however, her expression changes, like someone flipping a switch. She smiles, looking cordial and perfectly pleasant, fluttering her lashes like there's nothing in the world more important to her than being an excellent host. Oh, hello, everyone. I'm sorry that I was not able to greet you at the door. I had some pretty appointed business to attend to. I trust that Tavros led you all inside without trouble. Yes, ma'am. Good boy. Jane pats him on the head as she goes by, patronizingly like you'd pet a dog or Gamzee. Harry Anderson, my dear. Auntie Jane!
Aww.
Jane stoops down to her knees and throws her arms open. Harry Anderson bolts across the room and throws himself into her ample chest, nuzzling into her cheek as she laughs and ruffles his hair fondly. John turns his head aside so that no one sees the queasy face he's making. Jane is, unfortunately, Harry Anderson's favorite aunt. She gained his affection the same way she gains everyone's affection. She fucking bought it. Yep. Look at you. You've gotten so big and strong since I last saw you. I grew a whole 3 inches. Yes, I can see that. You're going to be quite the strapping young man before we know it. Since it's your first milestone birthday, I've instructed my staff that you are to be spoiled like a little prince today. Right now, they're finishing off your cake. It's a recipe I invented just for you. Gosh. And I've got your present all wrapped up, too. It's too big to keep in the house, however, so after cake and tea, we'll go see it in the backyard. You're the best, Auntie Jane. That's...
no. Oh, no. Jane, please don't tell me you commissioned one of those drone thingies for my son.
Jane is... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Jane rises to her feet, huffing. And if I did, John, what would be the problem with that? Are you saying that you don't want to assure your son's safety? In troubled times such as these, no one can never be too careful.
Roxy, back me up here, honey. There's no way you'd be okay with that, right?
Oh, God. Roxy fiddles with one of her earrings and casts her gaze around the room, looking at everything, ever and anything but her husband. Dave and Jade have also developed a profound interest in the patterns woven into the expensive carpet under their feet.
Well, I can't say I'm comfy with it, but... Janie means well, John, and it'd be rude to just refuse a gift from my bestie like that. Besides, you're just assuming she got Harry Anderson an Imperial drone. She never said that was what it was, did you, Jane?
Jane's right-jawed silence confirmed that she did. Tight-jawed silence confirms that she did. Indeed, have a literal instrument of government oppression crafted for their son on a momentous occasion of his 5th birthday. John has to pinch his nose and practice controlled breathing to keep himself from getting mad for real. Getting in an argument right now would totally fuck up all his plans.
Okay, fine. You know what? I don't care. Really? Yeah, it's whatever. I get it. Jane's just trying to show that she cares.
You know I do adore little Harry Anderson.
What I do care about, however, is that cake and not eating it. I mean.
Excuse me?
Nothing personal, Jane. It's just that I'm not the biggest fan of cakes. Instead, I was wondering if maybe I could go visit the trophy room. You know, the one where Jake keeps all the memorabilia from that dumb show he used to be on.
You mean poppin' and hoppin' pistol lockin' with Jake English?
No. Or do you mean doing the Charleston with notable social figureheads? Stars versus enemies of the state with your host, Jake English? That one's still running, isn't it?
Oh, God. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, that's definitely not the one I was talking about.
Oh, you probably mean afternoon gillygaffy amongst the common folk with your host, Jay Gishy Gun McGee. Oh, my God.
No, God, that's not... These all sound so bad. I mean the one with Dirk. Dude.
You mean the classic primetime program, Rumble into Pumpkin Patch? Oh,
yeah,
'cause
one.
We heard fans of that show came to Dirk's funeral.
Yeah.
Why do you want to go look at stuff from the Rumble into Pumpkin Patch?
Why not?
I don't know, it just seems kind of morbid with Dirk dead and all, don't you think? Also, the show is really gross. I support Jake in whatever he does, but it was so...
Sweaty.
Oh my God, it was just a fucking gay show.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing at all. But I love it. Yeah.
I don't know, I just feel like it was an important cultural milestone, and I missed it all being mopey and depressed I missed it all by being mopey and depressed for 5 years straight. So what do you think, Tavros? Want to show me all your dad's glory days?
Tavros blinks up at John in surprise. Oh, I can take you there, John.
No, that's fine. I'd like to spend some time to get to know my nephew. Or cousin? Ecto-brother?
OMG, Dave, I just realized that when we get married, that'll make John and Rose siblings-in-law. Which is funny, since I guess John is technically already your father-in-law. Oh my God.
Yep, that's totally what our friend group needs. It's to be even more incestuous.
Incestuous. What does incestuous mean?
It means that everyone's really good friends, Harry Anderson. Just a dumb fancy word for BFFs. It's a big hard word for grown-ups, though, so feel free to unknow it now, sweetie. Oh yeah, that's totally it.
Oh, God. Oof.
Hey, Tavros, let's go, buddy.
John sets a hand on Tavros' back and pushes him out of the room. When they're upstairs together, far enough from the party, Tavros wrenches his hands together and asks, Uncle John, what's the real reason we're up here?
Oh, this is the kidnapping. Oh, I can see that you're
Yeah.
getting uncomfortable. You don't like being around big crowds like that, do you? But you don't like to be alone either. Well, not alone in this house, at least. I wouldn't want to be alone here either. It's not a very nice place to live, is it?
I'm not sure I understand your meaning, Uncle John.
Here, come with me.
John grabs Tavros by his chubby wrists and begins dragging him around a corner, from one featureless white hallway into another. This isn't the right way.
I know. I know. Hey, Tavros, why don't we just go to your room for a minute?
Oh? Tavros tugs in John's hand and leads him back a few steps. With his free hand, he pushes a door open, revealing a large, tidy bedroom, 4-poster bed, perfectly arranged bookshelf, not a single toy out of place or on the floor. The room obviously belongs to a 5-year-old, judging by the colorful wallpaper and irreverent clown-themed bed sheets. But there's nothing in it to suggest individualized expression of a developing personality.
Aww.
Fuck! Tavros sighs, his facial expression unchanging. He looks resigned to life in general, as well as whatever it is he's expecting from this particular situation. What is he expecting from this situation? Having been led away to a secluded part of the house by an adult? What has he been taught to expect?
Tavros, is everything okay?
Yes, Uncle John. Why do you ask?
You just seem, I don't know, sad?
I feel okay. It is a happy day after all. It's Harry Anderson's birthday. There's a good reason to be happy.
Yeah, but what about you? Are you actually happy about it? About everything going on here?
I suppose. My mother tends to get displeased when I'm unhappy, so... Jesus Christ. John walks a little further into the room, inspecting the surroundings. He can hardly find a single fault. Not a wrinkle in the sheets, nor a... John looks down. He takes a step back to set his foot on the part of the floor he just stepped on. He lifts it again, with some tacky resistance tugging at the sole of his shoe. The floor is sticky here, like the floor of a movie theater. He bends down to touch it and give it a sniff. Just as you thought. Fago.
Tavros, does Gamzee ever come into your room?
Possibly. He so often is found to be in so many places. John glances under the bed, and then sees it, a half-finished bottle of Fago.
Isn't that his Fago there?
Oh, no, please, Uncle John, don't tell my mother.
Tell her what?
The Fago's mine. My uncle gives it to me sometimes. My mother strictly forbids it, of course. John nervously ponders his response and everything about this boy's life it could be implying. He takes a deep breath and becomes very serious. He places a hand on Tavros' shoulder and looks him directly in the eye.
Tavros, listen to me. Are you getting bad touched by your Uncle Gamzee? No. No. No.
This fucking story, Jay. What is it? What is this story?
Are they trying to make Gamzee a pedophile now?
I don't know what they're doing. And I'm happy that I don't know what they're doing. I think this is great. Okay.
Keep going.
Tavros seems taken aback by the question, then appears thoughtful. Oh, no, but... Yes, I can gather how you might draw that conclusion.
You can? Why?
It just seems like a thing that would eventually happen to me, does it not? A lack of sadness washes over John's face, a sadness deeper than either kind he could summon for the previous 2 funerals he's attended.
What would make you say that?
Well, I think, for the same reason that led you yourself to one Uncle John. He's a very, very bad clown uncle, but I think I'm not allowed to say or think such a thing.
Why not?
Because Uncle Gamzee has undertaken his redemption arc with a spirit of great sincerity, I've been told. So the truth is, no matter how I may feel about him, Mother tells me that he's not actually bad, and therefore anything he does cannot truly be considered bad either. Otherwise we are not respecting his repentance, or the others he saved. Tavros sighs again. John makes no effort to disguise his look of grave disapproval and sorrow. I don't want you to worry too much, though. His occasional sojourns in my room are not of any especially ill intent, I don't think. He has told me in confidence that his intention is to train me.
Train you?
Yes, in matters of combat, philosophy, life, love. I suppose to behave the way that a mentor does as he sees it. Anger wells up in John anew. He gets to his feet in a flurry, a literal one. A gust of wind whisks through the room, clattering open the closet door and rustling a perfectly arranged stack of papers off the desk. They flutter through the room like dead leaves caught in an autumn storm. Soon the room is howling with the sustained winds.
That's it! Tavros, start packing right now.
Packing?
Yeah, one bag with some of your clothes, your favorite toys and books, that kind of thing.
I don't understand.
Tavros, I have to get you out of here. Now!
What?
Supposed to take you, I'm going to take you away so that you can live with me, Harry Anderson, and your Aunt Roxy. You wouldn't have to live here anymore. No more being alone all the time. No more weird troll maids or listening to your parents fight. And no more Uncle fucking Gamzee.
That does sound jolly good, Uncle John.
But what are you waiting for? Start packing.
Well, I would, except that we can't go out without tripping the security. Mother is taking great precautions to make sure I never...
Don't worry, kid. I came prepared.
Oh my god. Holy shit, Jay.
This is fucked.
Yeah, and Tavros is going along with it. Which means that he understands, and he also wants to get the fuck out of there, which makes it so much worse.
When the kid finally understands, that's whenever you know things have gotten
Jesus.
really fucking bad.
Oh, God.
A 5-year-old understanding that he has a really uncomfortable and unhealthy home life is really fucked.
Yeah.
Because it took me way longer than that.
Kids are smarter than you think, but yeah, definitely.
As a personal victim, it takes a lot longer than that sometimes.
Yeah.
Smart kid.
John produces a screwdriver in a length of wire from the inside pocket of his suit jacket.
We're leaving through that window, one way or another.
Tavros takes a sharp breath before spinning on his heel and stumbling toward his closet. John catches the ghost of a smile on his face before he turns, and that's all it takes to turn the pounding of his heart from terrified to thrilled. Yes, what he's about to do will probably send shockwaves through their already fragmented friend group, but Jane's the one who started it. She brought this on herself. John starts opening the window, using all the tricks he's memorized from tutorials on the deep web to bypass the security bolt. He whistles to himself, thinking about how happy Tavros is going to be with him, Roxy, and Harry Anderson. Jane barely even seems to like the kid, but Jake does. Jake loves him, even though he was totally trapped into this unhappy relationship because of the pregnancy. So it seems to John the only way to save Jake from this unspeakable prison is to subtract the only thing he cares about. Roxy will be mad at first, but John is certain that she'll what? Acquiesce?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Was that what he really wants? He considers with a sense of guilt how exhilarating it would be if she finally fought him on something. John starts laughing to himself when the window pops open suddenly. No alarm goes off. The Deepa was right. Fresh summer air rushes in and fills John's lungs. His head swims with the giddy, high feeling of being on the verge of getting away with some shit. Wow, is this why people commit crimes? It feels so good. He can't wait to tell Terezi that he's done something so bold and illegal. He starts laughing louder. Tavros is laughing too, quiet and cautious at first, but picking up steam as he begins to taste the sort of freedom he's never allowed himself to imagine. John turns, shocked to see Jade standing in the bedroom doorway. He looks like a shadow with her dark hair hiding her face. John can't tell what kind of expression she's making under there. She speaks softly. God, I'm fucking tearing up and trying to fight it a little bit so I can read.
This is so fucked.
John, what are you doing?
Nothing. Just, fixing this damn broken window is all.
She twitches her dog ears and raises her face. Her mouth is a neutral line, but her eyes are burning furiously. I heard everything.
Fuck.
The two of them stare at each other for a long time. John isn't sure how he's supposed to read this moment. He used to know Jade better than he knew anyone, but in recent years she's passed him by, just like the rest of the world. Tavros is cowering in his closet, fiddling with the strap on his backpack.
So what are you gonna do? Tell Jade? Jane? Blah.
Jade flinches like she's been hit. She flicks her tail, breaks eye contact. John, I wouldn't do that to you. You'd probably end up on Jake's stupid execution dance-off show.
Then are you gonna help me?
She shakes her head. I can't do that either. You know that this is just going to make everything worse, right?
Jade, I don't know where you've been these past few years, but I don't think things can get any worse. I mean, even today, Jane was up here hollering at Jake, shouting how his dick doesn't work right when she knew we were all waiting for them downstairs.
I know, but all you're going to do by kidnapping him is piss everyone off. Excuse me, dearest aunt, but is it kidnapping if I badly would like to go?
See?
Fuck. I hate this.
I hate everything, yeah. This is so dark.
I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think you've actually thought this through.
Fuck. Yes, I have, because I've been planning it for years. I know that I've been pretty, flaky in the past. This is really important. I know what I'm doing.
Jade sighs in frustration and pushes back her bangs. John, Jane is one of the most powerful people on the entire planet. Do you really think that you can keep him away from her if she really wants to get him back? I'm sorry, but you just don't know them like I do.
If you know them so well, Jade, then you know why I have to do this.
I'm on your side here. I know that Jane hasn't been the best parent, but stealing somebody's child, there has to be another way. A gust of wind blasts in through the window and blows back Jade's hair, leaving it all mussed over her shoulders. John points at her.
If there was another way, we would have found it by now. But there isn't one, because everyone's been all brainwashed by marriage or whatever the hell happened over the last few years and made things be this way. It's like everyone just talks past each other all the time.
John.
I'm the only one who ever seems to realize that something's wrong.
I would really be chuffed if the two of you...
Even you, Jade, you're not listening to me right now.
I would stop quarreling and listen to me for a spell.
That's why Karkat left. Because you didn't listen to him, just like you don't listen to Dave.
What the fuck, John? This isn't about me and Dave.
Yes, it is. I mean, not directly, but cosmically, yeah, it is.
Cosmically?
You knew that Dave and Karkat were in love with each other, but you went ahead and totally messed with their relationship anyway.
What?
Jade, don't pretend you have no idea what happened.
I can't believe... John, that's such a low blow. You don't know the first thing about me and Dave's relationship.
I know more than you think I do. I know that you pressured them into that whole relationship. I know that they both hated it, only went along with it because they care about you and felt obligated. And Jade, I love you, but honestly, how does that make you any different than Jane?
I'm nothing like her.
Well, you're nothing like the Jade I used to know either.
The wind in the room picks up. It skates against the walls, dislodges books from the shelf, gets under the bed sheets, and balloons them off the mattress.
The Jade I used to know was caring and selfless. All you ever wanted was for your friends to be safe. You weren't this selfish.
Oh, is that what this is about, John? You don't like it now that I'm not some helpless princess in a tower anymore? You don't like that I'm doing things for myself now?
What the hell are you talking about? Seriously, Jade, I don't even know who you are anymore.
Well, I can certainly say the same for you right now. Jade, Uncle John, you really should, John and Jade stop. There's another shadow cast in the doorway, a much darker one. Excuse me, she says in a sugar-sweet voice, but what the fuck is going on here? Oh, no. Jane, we were just hollering at each other so loudly that everyone in the darned house could hear you.
Oh, like you're one to talk.
John, I know that we've not been as close in the recent years as we were in the past, but I would like to think that at the very least our familiar relationship would make it so that you felt you could talk to me face to face if you think that my method of parenting is insufficient.
Are you sure? Do you really want to know what I think?
Oh no. Oh no. Please, John, illuminate me.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. I love reading angry characters. I love emotion in characters so much. This is so much fun.
A lash of wind whips from the window to door and down the hall in time to meet the rest of the partygoers, now including Jake Crocker himself. They've all come upstairs to investigate the noise. Tavros flinches when the book slams against the closet door 2 inches from his face.
What's going on? Oh shit! Dave's just like no. Oh fuck! Even Dave's just like the only thing he can say is oh shit. Oh man! Yep. Oh man! I'm scared.
Yep. No, me too. I'm very scared.
Oh, John's about to say a bunch of shit he can't take back, isn't he?
I'm excited. This is gonna change everything.
Oh, everything's about to change. I don't know, Jane. I feel like if I really speak my mind here, it might be dangerous. How do I know you won't have the secret police come and arrest me in the night?
Excuse me?
That's where this is all going, right? Your whole thing with the trolls?
If you have something to say, then say it plainly, John.
Fine. I don't think that you had bad intentions to start out with, Jane. In fact, I think that you would probably honestly thought that you were doing what was best for the world. You've always been a perfectionist, right? But over the last few years, you've morphed into a complete control freak. It all started with your relationship with Jake. You forced him into a relationship when Dirk's corpse wasn't even cold. I would like to point out... Or you can take Jake.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but you're calling me a control freak? Dirk was the control freak. After he died, I distinctly remember loosening up, in fact. I let go. I was actually relieved to hear he died.
Janie, what?
Okay, that was a misleading statement. What I really meant was...
Jane, you're missing the point. That Jane and I were involved in a romantic dalliance at the time of his death. Dirk is dead. This isn't about him anymore. You're the one cheering the government along as it marches towards genocide.
John, I hardly think you're qualified to opine on the nuances of the current political situation. Thank you very much.
Is that how you talk to your husband, too?
He's actually at the moment my kismesis, and if Jake didn't want any of this, he shouldn't have knocked me up.
Hello, chaps, I'm right here. Oh, no. Poor Jake over there just he's just like, hello, sir. Oh, yeah, like, that was such an accident. Can you honestly say that he wanted any of this?
The wind rises with the pitch of John's yelling, turning Tavros' bedroom into a miniature tempest. The gale upends the bookshelf, snaps open the toy box, and sends all the debris spinning in every direction, smashing against the walls and bedposts. John doesn't seem to notice, encased in his own cyclonic armor.
Oh my god, I'm so sick of all this domestic relationship every fucking day. Can we talk about something else for once?
Yeah, Dave, I'm sick of it too. That's my point.
Okay then, John, can you just stop all this windy shit at least?
No, I can't. I can't stop because I'm not the problem.
Are you saying that I'm the problem? That's extremely reductive.
Okay, yeah, there are a lot of problems, but I've got to say, Jane, you kind of are the problem. A lot of this awful garbage revolves around you. You're the one always selling everybody on Gamzee's redemption arc, which is total bullshit. Putting them on billboards, organizing redemption rallies, and...
John, the people need something to believe in. If we are to live in an organized society, you simply wouldn't understand.
And letting him sleep in you're in Jake's bed and feeding him that weird milk all the time? Ag!
Hey, my relationship with my loyal auspicious is none of your business, let alone who it is I decide to share a bed with.
Isn't it? You sure go out of your way to shove it in everyone's face.
John, that is just uncalled for.
It's bullshit, Jane. It's all bullshit.
The wind surges again. The window bangs open so hard it smashes against the pane, sending shards of glass whipping through the storm. Everyone cowers from the rain of sharp projectiles. John catches what he's doing when he sees how terrified the kids look. He shuts his eyes and digs his fingernails into his palms, doing everything in his power to calm himself down.
Fuck.
When he opens his eyes again, the room is completely destroyed. Tavros is all the way in his closet, clinging white-knuckle to the edge of the door. Everyone else is clustered around the doorway. Jade stares at John with a dark expression. After a beat of silence, Harry Anderson starts crying. Roxy won't meet his eyes. Dave won't either. John turns to Tavros, opens his mouth to apologize, but the kid just ducks deeper into the closet, trembling.
I'm sorry.
No one wants to hear it, John.
Fuck!
I hate humanity.
Oh, this is not how this is supposed to go. John's the good guy here.
He's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, his powers went crazy and accidentally got to the point where it could harm people, which is not good. But he didn't intend to do that. And honestly, Jane kind of got him worked up. So he's right.
He is
completely right.
That's the issue, isn't it? And now they're gonna push the idea that he's not.
Why is humanity so fucked up?
That's what I ask myself all the time.
This is such an analog to situations in real life about how anybody who wants to get something done, who wants to change anything, gets silenced like this.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. I've just realized more and more lately. I know I'm only 17, so I barely know how the world works, but like, I just realized more and more how fucked up everything is.
Yeah.
And like, everything is just like, we're just living in a horrible world.
Yeah.
And there's nothing we can do about it.
Not really.
Exactly, and you can do all this activism and bullshit, but at the end of the day, it's pointless, because it's all gonna, regardless, come back to the same point.
Reminds me of Watsky's Tiny Glowing Screens Part 2.
Exactly. But like,
It's like, I'm joining a false movement in San Francisco and smiling in Los Angeles, or smiling in Boston because I got fishhooks in the corner of my mouth, or something like that.
It's just like, especially through like media in general, you also see it. Like we just finished The Great Gatsby in fucking English, and that was fun.
Oh right.
That
Right?
was that adds.
Do you see how it's one of my favorite books of all time?
It is so fucked, dude. That ending fucks with you, dude.
Right?
But like that's an entire commentary on life in general as well.
I would highly recommend you watch the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I already we watched the
Oh, you
movie
did?
as we
You did?
read the book.
It's so good.
It is really good.
And
Tobey
also,
Maguire
Lana
is
Del
just
Rey
fire.
is fantastic already, right?
Yeah.
So Young and Beautiful was in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Still one of my favorite songs. I love it.
But it's just it's just that entire idea. It's just everything
Right
now. And then like you throw in like stuff going on in my personal life that is just completely and utterly like making me lose my shit a little bit. Like.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just like, I don't understand why people work the way that they do. And I understand, like, I'm in a weird, like, kind of social situation, right now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, where, like, you're sitting there and you as a person believe in giving people second chances. Like, I believe in giving people second chances. But, people around me refuse. And it's stupid to think that people can't change. And stuff like that. I just think it's such it's such a pessimistic view on the world. It's a fair enough view, but I just find it so pessimistic. It's just I just don't understand it.
Are they giving you a hard time for giving the person a second chance?
They were. It got to a point
at
where
first you said that they were just like, okay, but I'm warning you. Like at first they weren't.
At first it didn't feel like I was getting jumped on. Then I kind of got jumped on, and then it was just like a lot to deal with at the same time. And, like, they were just, like, talking a bunch of crap about said person. And I just got really frustrated to a point where, like, I didn't even talk to them for a few days because I was just like, fuck it. You know? Like, I just, like...
Have you, like, talked to them exactly?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah. We got it worked out now.
Okay.
But it's just that situation that I was in. But like, now I feel like they just talk about it behind closed doors.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
And that's the issue, right? It's just, like, it feels like now they're going to be a lot less open with me on it because I got upset about it. But, like... I think it was fair of me to get upset because, like, said person that I have given a second chance, I believe is an incredible person, and I enjoy their presence a lot.
The stories you've told me about after the second chances started, like, it makes a lot of sense to me.
I'm having a good time.
I'm 100% on your side.
That's what I'm saying, and it's just annoying, you know. And I understand that they just care about me and worry, but it's just frustrating. Sorry, this is a completely off-topic thing.
No, that's okay. But Jay, like, honestly, like, you can't even put that under the guise of caring about you, because this is something I've noticed a lot about people, right? Mm-hmm. Is people who will start caring about something because, you know, they care about somebody, right? They'll start worrying about, you know, giving somebody a second chance because they care about you. But there's a point where that changes from caring about you to gossip.
True.
To talking to each other about how they don't like a certain person, you know. True. And it changes from being a good thing, caring about you and cautious, to a bad thing where they're just shitting on somebody because they want to gossip.
Yeah, exactly. It just felt like gossip at a point. And I feel like it's very unwarranted. And said person, because of all this drama and stuff, because people are so shitty, they, including me, they only have like 3 people around them.
Yeah.
Which, it's fucked. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because people just won't stop talking shit. And like then they claim it's on my behalf or whatever, and I just hate it. I hate it so much.
It's horrible. Yeah.
You know, because like I did my best to do nothing but say good things as I possibly could, you know, and it's just, I don't know, and I tried my best, and it just sucks, you know. I hate people and the way that they all, like, they love the way that fucking, I don't know, and they feel like the better thing for me was to start talking so much shit, but it isn't. All it does is, like, hurt me more in the end, because I just don't think they understand me as a person.
Yeah, nobody should say, like, think that they know better than about the, you know, than
better about a situation, especially when it comes to that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
where I was personally the one
I know
affected.
what you should do better than what you.
Yeah,
like,
just those type of people, and the way that it's just such a toxic mentality. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm just so fucking done with it, and it's just like I of course I'm still like sitting here, so of course like everything turned out fine, but it's just like having to deal with that and knowing that on the back burner. In the back, like, they're never going to talk to me about it again.
Yeah.
But they're going to constantly say things behind my back, which is going to get on my fucking nerves. I don't know. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why it's such a big deal. It's my fucking life.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I mean? Because like, I think it's better for me at this point.
Yeah.
But other
I
people
agree.
won't they won't understand that, or they refuse to understand that, and they claim it's because we just there's no way that she's changed. And then like, like the other day whenever we had that final like talk, they were just like apologize to her for me, and I was like okay, but now they won't even talk to her, so like they didn't really mean it.
No.
It's like, don't say you're gonna apologize or whatever whenever you don't actually fucking mean it. I don't know, man. And I just, like...
That's why I don't, like, apologize to someone for me, like...
Yeah,
like,
that's why I won't do it. That's why I'm not gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Like, I only did it because that's what he said and I thought he was genuine, but then, like...
Like, if seriously... Because, like, the only situation where I can see that being okay is when you literally can't contact someone, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what that happened to me with somebody, to one person I don't really talk too much anymore... but I was always good terms with him, you know. But
Yeah.
he was kind of on bad terms with one of my other good friends in
Yeah.
high school, long time ago, right?
Mhm.
And the other day, he sent me a message and asked me, hey, if I write something for you, can you send it to this other person?
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, sure. So, it's not that I went and said, oh, this person says they're sorry. I said, they sent, like, a message, which I screenshotted and then sent to them.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So they
So
know
it's-
that it was
so-
a direct thing and it wasn't like a he said, she said type of thing.
Yeah, and I think that's okay because first of all, the message was very genuine and very sweet, and I cried. But second of all, like that, the reason for that is because they literally can't do it themselves, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I don't
it's
know.
Just,
I hate that.
Apologize to her for me. Sounds so like I just want this conversation to end.
Exactly.
I won't bring it up to you anymore. You know?
Yeah, and it's just so annoying to me. I just can't stand it. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do feel you.
And I just like there's so many other things. Like I'm tired of like bad people, like, bad things happening to good people, and bad people interacting with good people. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like I don't understand it, and I hate like bad people, especially whenever they're like people who don't treat like girls, especially with respect and stuff. It just gets on my nerves. Sorry, I'm just going on an awful tangent that I'll probably
No,
continue
this is
with
the time to do
after
it.
we're done fucking recording. It's just like I don't fucking know, man. It's just so frustrating to me. Like I need
Yeah.
this to be said because I'm dealing with situations currently. If a girl, if you're like you have this friend of yours, right, and you decide that you like this friend, right? Make sure that you respect their wishes. So if they make it clear they only want to be friends, don't push yourself on them.
Yeah.
Like don't and don't try to manipulate them and make them feel bad because they don't feel the same way. Don't like make them so uncomfortable that they feel as if you're going to force something and they won't be able to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because if you're that type of person that does that sort of shit, then fuck you. You know what I mean? If you feel like anyone owes you anything on that fucking just on that fucking note, if you feel like you're owed something from a person because you feel a certain way, you are a complete fucking asshole and you need to think about what you're doing.
Yeah, think about it. Like, seriously. On the other side of that, like, if you are in the situation where you are feeling pressured into things and, you are feeling like this person is, like, there's not really a way out of the situation, then, like, it's a really hard situation to be in. And, seriously, the best way to deal with it is to first talk to somebody. And I know that's like such a like a normal you just talk to somebody. It's like a
But it'll help more
easy
than it
thing to
seems
say.
like it would.
And you do have to be careful because you don't want to tell the wrong person, so you have to make sure that if you've got a really close friend you can confide in, then that's a great place to do it. It's always easier doing something big like standing up to someone with support and not by yourself, If that support is a close friend of yours or a teacher. Like, seriously, like, my school had counselors that were specifically there so that you could talk to about things like this, I don't know what if other high schools have, like, school counselors like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that's useful for people,
Yeah.
And it's just that thing where you're not alone, in worst case scenario, you can talk about it on the internet with somebody, like, with minimal details, And you'll find people who relate, people who care about you, we care about you. We would talk about it with you. And, it's always better to have an IRL person you can confide in, be it a teacher, a counselor, a therapist, a good friend.
Yeah.
But, seriously reach out to someone. I know it's scary and I know it's hard, but...
It's better for you in the end.
Being able to talk to someone and hearing those words I understand, hearing those words from somebody who knows your situation really does help, even if they can't do much about it directly. I know that because I've actually had to talk to people about things, and just hearing that
it's
helps
just
a lot.
And then in general, and as that person, I know it's hard to fucking realize this, but you don't owe the person that's making you feel this way anything.
Oh, certainly not.
It may feel like, oh, but they feel a certain way about me. I don't feel the same way.
But they did this.
It's like even if they did, no matter what they've done, that doesn't mean you owe them shit. You know what I mean? Like you are your own person, and your personal happiness and and feeling of comfortability and safety is over anybody else's. And I know that's a crazy thought, especially whenever you're someone like me who's just like, I'll just do whatever for another person. Don't do that. Think about what you're doing. That's all I'm trying to say. Just like it. I know it's terrifying, and I know that you're scared, but it's all gonna be okay. Just try to look out for yourself first and foremost. Don't feel like you have to let people do things because of the way that they are. Sorry, this is just this sort of stuff gets me really fired up.
Yeah. Agreed.
Oh
boy. Oh boy.
Anyhow.
I guess we gotta finish this page. John staggers back a few steps toward the broken window. His vision is blurring beneath a pool of angry tears that he can't hold back anymore. He wipes his face with both hands, all sloppy and clumsy, the way he used to cry when he was a kid. He doesn't open his eyes again until he's jumped through the open window. The sky outside is dark. He flies higher and higher, high enough that the air starts to get thin and chilly. Up here, the human kingdom looks so small. He can see the sun setting over the curvature of the earth, a brilliant arc of orange and red. It's like looking down at a little toy city, a ship in a bottle. That's what the world feels like now, a tiny fake model planet living inside a bubble. Look too hard and the illusion cracks around the edges, like the black hole in John's anime dreams. There's a trembling in his hands that he hasn't felt in years. He looks up at the glimmering stratosphere and imagines piercing through it. Would it pop the bubble, he wonders? Or would he go hurtling through space forever? He's contemplating that, just flying up as far as he can until he flies into the sun or stops existing or whatever, until he realizes that his phone is buzzing in his pocket. He takes it out, almost drops it because of how cold his hands are. His breath is frosting in the air as he looks at the screen. The color of the text sends a jolt through his blood. With shaking fingers, he answers the text. John, are you there? I really need to talk to someone right now.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck, Jay.
Fuck. This is such a fucked situation.
Yeah. What is gonna happen?
Good question. Kind of terrified, not gonna lie. After all of our tangents of the night, and making sure that you guys know that you are amazing people and you deserve better than whatever situation you're in, that's a lot. This is a lot. Everything
Indeed.
sucks.
Holy shit.
Terezi and John are going to talk next time, and I'm kind of terrified.
I'm also very excited because I think John's going to get to actually talk to Terezi about the real problems he's having and not just
yeah,
bullshit,
and John's hopefully there's going to be more moves made. Maybe we're going to get to see what Karkat's been doing in the Resistance. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Because I think that's probably the only place John has to go now.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, that's a good point. John would go there.
Because everyone else saw what happened, and they're not going to believe a word he says, but Karkat's still just vibing.
John's going to come to Karkat and be like, okay, we got to take Jane down. It's got to happen.
Exactly.
I'm excited for that. Okay. Well, anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I know I did. It was very important. There was a lot of crazy shit going on.
Agreed.
God, this is making me so sad, but it's so good. I'm loving this so much. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. And subscribe so you don't miss when these episodes come out in the future. Make sure you follow us on Twitter because Jay is tweeting on there pretty often. It's pretty nice.
Don't follow us on TikTok. It's not real.
come follow us on TikTok because I'm
It's not
posting
real.
almost daily TikToks.
It's not real if I say
there's-
it's not real.
Hint, hint. There's actually a series going on in there.
There's a series on there. I haven't even
Yeah,
paid attention enough to
where there's a plot to take down to destroy somebody, which is quite cool.
Who is it?
Maybe you should come follow TikTok and learn all of our lore.
There's
Not
lore
our
now?
but the lore I made up for TikTok.
I want death.
And also join the Discord because it's a lovely place to hang out, and there's some lovely people there that would love to talk to
Hashtag
you.
justice for medium man. Hello? Anyhow.
Jay's just checking the TikTok now, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm confused. Of course you're a fucking clown. Alright, folks.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you guys next one.
Later,
Goodbye.
bitch. What the fuck is this?
Medium man.
Wait. Medium man.
Big brain man, I am the smartest man of all. I am big brain man, I am not so smart, I mean,
What the fuck?